Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's our first video on the greatest spring league alive today, the United Football League. And today we are going to talk quarterbacks, baby. I'm going to rank each who is likely to be the starting quarterback for each team in the UFL from 8 to 1. So, without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. Coming in at 8 is the worst guy of the bunch. Sorry, not sorry. It's true. Oh, it's darn true. It's Jack Cone, baby. Now, last season in the XFL, Jack Cone performed below expectations, below average, needs to do some work, and hopefully coming in to season 1 of the UFL, fix some tweaks that needed to be fixed. Everything is there for Jack Cone to have success. I mean, you have legendary coach Wade Phillips coming in, and you're trying to tell me that you cannot have success? We saw a guy like Brandon Silvers have success with Wade Phillips. He went all the way to the playoffs. Now, I'm really interested to see how well Jack Cone fits into Wade's offense. That's going to be the key thing. So from there, let's go to number 7, DeAndre Francois, baby. DeAndre Francois, who played for the Orlando Guardians last year. DeAndre Francois is going to play in the UFL. And he had a lot of room for improvement. It almost seemed like he more fell off the wagon. But as we saw, things weren't run very well in Orlando last year. Hopefully, with where Francois is headed, he can do a lot better this year, and we can see massive improvement out of Francois. On to number 6, Davis Cheeks. Now, hear me out, Panther fans, Michigan Panthers fans, because this guy is possibly likely to be your starting QB. I didn't see much out of Davis Cheeks. Granted, I didn't watch too much in New Orleans, but it seemed to be that MBT kind of held it down. Cheeks probably would have came in during garbage time. I can't wait to see what he does. And guys, to the point of coming at me, this is just right now, before anything's been done. We just had the draft. Davis Cheeks is my number 6 QB of the UFL. And I hope we see him have a lot of success. Next up is, next up we have Nick Tiano for the Battlehawks. Now, unless told otherwise that our boy AJ McCarron is coming back to St. Louis, Nick Tiano is likely to be your starting quarterback for 2023. With what little bit we did see out of Tiano, he looked pretty good last year in the XFL. I expect if he ends up being the starter and AJ don't come back, I expect to see growth out of Nick, and the style of offense that St. Louis runs seems to me to fit Nick Tiano very well. Let's just see how he meshes with the ones, considering he was QB2. Next, at number 4, we have everybody is going to kill me no matter which way I go with number 4. Louis Perez. Now, you're probably thinking, Mike, what in the world are you thinking having Louis Perez at number 4? Because Louis took a team below 500 all the way to the championship and won the frickin' thing. Well, I'll tell you what. When you have an 8-team league that's stacked from top to bottom, the way this league is, where from QB1 to QB4 in the top 8 rankings, and there's like very little difference between each one. Oh man, this gets so hard. But I love the fact he's coming back. I love how he fits in Bob Stoops' offense. And you know what? I know Birmingham is out there in the league now, in the same league, but let's see how they do, how Bob Stoops, Arlington, and Louis Perez do against Birmingham. And let's just see if they can dethrone the 2-time USFL champions this year. Now, like I said, it's very tight. At number 3, we have Kenji Bahar, who, guess what, guys, is not leaving Houston or the state of Texas. No, he is not. Ding, 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 gloom. Ding, 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 gloom. But he is getting a brand new uniform. He is the quarterback for the Houston Roughnecks, who are now a part of the USFL conference of the UFL. That's what I'm talking about. Whoo, buddy. Kenji Bahar is the perfect style of quarterback for most of your kinds of offenses. Honestly, the only reason Kenji Bahar and the number 2 quarterback and the number 1 quarterback do not have a spot in the NFL is because of all of the top name quarterbacks that are already there. These 3 are really shining out, and I would not be surprised if any of the 3 of our top 3 way too early quarterbacks get an NFL contract within the next 3 years. At most 3 years. Kenji Bahar is very elusive. He is a dual threat quarterback. So this makes Houston quite a challenge to reckon with. Now, on to our number 2 quarterback in the United Football League. I really thought about putting him at 1 because at least he played last year. Because our number 1 didn't play last year, not by his own doing, just due to an injury, allowed his backup to ball out, and now he's in the NFL. But our number 2 quarterback is Case Cookus, baby. Now, like I said, I had a hard time with, okay, is he 1 or is he 2? Because I really like Case Cookus. And Case Cookus is headed to Memphis with John DeFilippo as the head coach. And Case and Flip is a big threat to that Birmingham Stallions team. Now, granted, Flip never beat Birmingham. And I can't remember if in 22, if the Stars and Case Cookus beat Birmingham. I don't think they did. I know they didn't for the championship. But this makes for an interesting USFL conference because Birmingham's returning a lot of their people. So Memphis is just like brand new overhaul. It's definitely going to make for an interesting 2023 season. And as process of elimination, I'm sure you've all already figured out by now, the number 1 quarterback in the UFL, according to me, Buckeye Mike, Jamar Smith. I would assume y'all don't have any questions on this. This one pretty much self-explanatory. 2-time USFL champion. Played in one, and like I said before, got injured last season, so he didn't play in the game, but he was still part of the team, so he got his 2 rings. Jamar, I wouldn't be surprised if Jamar comes back this year with a vengeance. Of the bunch, he does definitely shine and almost stands alone above the rest. But this is just the quarterback rankings as they are right now. Let me know what y'all think down below. I want to hear y'all's opinions and thoughts on this. How would you rank your UFL quarterbacks? And yeah, let's get at it. I will see you in the next